Lighting is bad. What's happening? It's Friday. It's Friday. Can't think of nothing that your song even talks about Friday. Family, what's good? Family, what's good? Happy Friday to you. Come on in. Let's go over these hot shots. Somebody can send me hot shots in the chat. Hot shots. Who want to go over these hot shots? Okay. Hot shots. Okay. So I've been going this whole week. We've been going over dispatching, how to get started, numbers for the owner operator, numbers for the carrier. We've been going over all week. Okay. So I want somebody to put the word hot shot in the chat. We're going to get started. Somebody put the word hot shot. It's spelled just like this. Hot shot. Hot shot in the chat. If you don't know what a hot shot is? Hot shot is a truck pulling a trailer. Okay? In the traditional aspect of transportation today, it's a truck. So you got half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, 1 1/4, 1.5 ton truck pulling a trailer. Okay? Come on, y'all, with my people that we've been doing good the last couple weeks. Somebody put the word hot shot in the chat and we're going to break down these numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So we want to go over the numbers. These are the numbers that one of my dispatchers did this week for one of our carriers. And we're going to walk through the numbers together so you can see it. So I can show you what it looks like, right, in real time. That's been my goal over the last couple months, to bring y'all numbers in real time, not, inflated numbers, not numbers, that happen in other times of the year, but what's available right now, what you can make right now. Okay, so I want to make sure y'all can see that. Y'all see that date right there, right? So this is this week. Come on, y'all. It's Friday. I'm trying to do this live. I need some chat participation. Trying to get it going. I need a hot shot in the chat. Where my moderator at? I need some moderators. Come on, family. Somebody need to put the word hot shot in the chat for us to get started. Hot and the word shot. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate your family. Okay. So, hot shot. Hey, Simon, since you're talking to me, I appreciate it, right? You know what a hot shot is? Or I'm going to start over. Do you know what a hot shot is? Because I'm going to build my case, and then we're going to talk about these numbers. I'm going to talk about it from the side of an owner op, and I'm going to talk about it from the side of a freight dispatcher. All right? We're going to look at it from both sides. Oh, I keep forgetting I got this mouse now. I don't know if Simon can respond. I don't know. Okay, so I'll go with it anyway. So a Hotshot is a truck pulling a trailer, commercial trucking business. Okay, truck and trailer. Ford, Chevy, Dodge. That's usually what people have. Yes, I want to learn dispatch in my own line. Okay, I got you. I understand. Okay, Simon, tap in. Okay, so because of that, Hotshot, right? So in that regard, you can do, like I said, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. That's the more traditional trucks and trailer, or the trucks that most people prefer. You get a trailer and you pull it, you make money. Okay. So Simon, he understands what this is. Okay. So in that regard, we want to show you this week. Now, don't forget, we have freight traffics. Okay. The freight traffics map allowed us to know where to position the trucks in the United States. Then, as you're gonna tell, which makes this one really good, we end up getting a truckload and a partial, which is kind of like two partials, but one of the partials paid very well. And we knew, this is the key, we knew going into this state, based upon our freight traffics map, that this state's rates were very low. So when we went over there, the dispatcher started a couple days early to make sure that she was gonna have two loads coming out instead of just having one, because the rates were bad. Okay? This is the proper way to do partials. You got to understand logistics. You got to have the proper insurance, the proper measurements. The driver got to be at a load secured. So there's a multitude of variables that's attached to this if you do it successfully, but that's what we did. So we're going to start at the very top. So you have, I think this was Monday. Yeah, Monday. And then they're going to drop off, I guess that is Tuesday. Okay? So he has two loads, okay? So now let's walk through it. So we came out of Florida, and if you know, you know, Florida is horrendous to come out of, right? But this is where the carrier lives. So we don't go to Florida generally, because Florida is the state where loads go and die, okay? But we went to Florida. I'm sorry, he was in Florida. We brought him from home. We went to Colorado. Now, does anybody know in the chat, is Colorado good or bad? Is a Colorado a place you want to go, yes or no? If you've been paying attention, you'd already know the answer to what I've been talking about. Yes or no? Exactly, Simon. Usually, you would not. Now, because we have a lot of experience, we have a lot of trucks, we dispatch for a lot, we do have some brokers that we reach out to a lot of times when we go to destitute places, and sometimes they can get us loads coming out. Okay, so we went to Colorado. It went 2,000 miles, okay, to get from Florida to Colorado, okay, and I'm going to go to rate per mile next. Then coming out of Denver, you can see these two places in Colorado, and both places are going here. So this one has all these miles here, which makes it sound crazy, but obviously we're going to go to the deepest part of Florida last. So we're going to pick up the two loads. We're going to drop this one off in Ocala first, right? Then we'll go to Indiantown, drop it off to get him close to his house. Okay. So technically, it's roughly about 4,000 miles loaded in this week. Okay. 4,000 miles. Now the next rate. Now we're going to look at these rates. So when he went from Florida to Colorado, it paid $33.50. Okay. Normally when you go to Colorado, it's hard for you to get a load, even paying $1 a mile. Thank you so much, Nyla. I appreciate it, right? It's hard a lot of times to even get more than $1 a mile because Florida is a contract state. So if you don't have relationships, you're going to get almost nothing to come out of there, okay? So instead of that, we got $3,300, right? $3,350 to go to Colorado. Then coming out of Colorado, the first load paid $3,000. The next load paid $1,800, okay? Let's keep it going. So now coming out of Florida, even though this looks bad, that is amazing. Coming out of Florida, if you know, you know, okay? And now going there, but now coming back, the first load was paying $1.53 partial. The next load is $1, which puts us at $2.53 coming out. So $2.53 coming out, $1.60 going in. We had an average of $2 a mile. So this carrier is going to make $81.50 this week. Okay? Now, I don't know this personal truck driver's cost to operate. I don't know any of that, okay? But what we're going to do is just assume, which, I try not to assume normally, but we're just going to assume that he's making hopefully 40% profit margin. This is an assumption. Okay, I don't know. Make sure somebody, oh, that ain't right. And most people don't know how to do their cost to operate. So we're gonna take 8150 times 40%. That means he has a possibility of 1 week of working, making 3260 this week in a Hotshot. This carrier has a CDL, he can scale, and he has a 40-foot. Okay? 3260. Now, for my dispatchers, 8150. We charge 10%. Okay? That means us as a dispatch company made $815. So if y'all been here at other parts of the week when I was doing this throughout the week, I told you, if you make $60,000 a year at a job, once you take out the taxes from that job, you make $800 a week. So we made a person who has a job, again, making $60,000 a year, we made the amount of money that they actually keep, that they actually make and keep in their hand, in their household. We made that amount of money in 1 week off one truck. Okay? This is why I come here and continue to preach. Y'all that are interested in transportation, you all that know somebody in your family that has a trucking business, you all that know somebody who wants to start a trucking business, whether you want to drive or not, you could be the dispatcher or you could drive or do both the same, right? You dispatch, somebody else drives. Somebody else drives, they dispatch, whatever, right? So the most amount of money, obviously, if you have two people doing the same. So what I try to get my owner operators to understand that come to me for dispatch training is if you have a significant other, a sneaky link, a girlfriend, a cousin, a child, if you have any really body in your life, okay, that has common basic understanding of things, then they should be your dispatcher for you. So you don't have to go to independent dispatchers like me. You could literally do all this money and keep this money in your house. So somebody put 815 in the chat for me because now I'm finna change it. Come on, guys, let's get some likes up. There's a lot of people here. Double tap the screen for me, please, to keep it going, right? I'm showing you stuff that people make you pay for, okay? That we should get up easy to a couple hundred likes to bring other people in here, maybe have a good discussion, okay? So somebody in the chat put 815 for me, please, because I'm finna use my calculator, so I want to make sure that that money is here, because I'm going to show you this money again, okay? Somebody put this in the chat for me. Thank you so much for the likes. Yeah, run it up. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Dunn. 815. Again, we are assuming, remember I told you? So let's say this carrier's cost to operate, is he going to profit 40%? Let's just say that. So this how much he was going to make after all expenses out of the $8,000. You take this plus 815, because you remember you keeping all the money in the household, and now you guys went from a 40% profit margin when you came together. Now you're at a 50% profit margin. Y'all see that? This is how people survive in trucking. One person out here getting it. Another person handled the logistics in-house. And that's just for one truck. So if you only got one truck, well, then you should go out there and promote the dispatching. So that way whoever's dispatching, they got other trucks to dispatch while you're in one truck. So just imagine, they dispatch you for free. Then they dispatch another 2 or 3 other clients at the exact same time. This is why I have a whole Hotshot course only for Hotshot. Based on resources, what you need, carrier agreements, all that. I show you live how to use the freight traffic map and what to look for on the load board. You need to get this for $100 and you possibly can make this. So, just for my dispatchers, you spend $100, you get a carrier, you make $815. Now, this is a big week. Please understand. I don't want nobody to think, because I'm never here capping, that you think this is normal. This is not going to happen every week. Normally, weekly, weekly, normally, I'm saying over and over again, Hotshots are going to make roughly about $5,000 in a week. Normally, okay? But even with that, 10% of that is $500. So you spend 100, you make 500. That's a heck of a deal. Normally this course is $399, but it's $99 to the end of the month. You see that? But I want to show you real-time numbers of what happened this week today. One of my dispatchers today. Okay? Now, I'll open it up for questions. So the point that I'm bringing here is whether you are a hotshot carrier or you are a dispatcher, get into it where you fit in. And please understand, there's probably maybe 3 courses of reputation out here, maybe, that has experienced dispatching hotshots in training. And I've had my hotshot trucking business out of Houston, Texas since 2016. So we are the kings and queens of dispatching hotshots that also teach. Okay? I done seen everything. I done done everything. And now we help our clientele. So this is nothing crazy. Only 3 loads. 1 week. Right here. This actual week. Dropping off on Tuesday. Any questions? This is why I keep preaching. Learn how to dispatch. Again, $800 in a week, $815 is what you will make if you had a job paying $60,000 a year. After they take out the taxes from you, you make $800. Do I need to show that to y'all? Somebody let me know yes or no in the chat. Do I need to show y'all that math for y'all to believe me? I'll do it. I got my calculator on me. Y'all let me know. See or no? Okay. See or no? Yes, please. All right, Marco, I got you, right? So let's do the math, family. Okay. So if you make $60K a year, which is roughly $30 an hour at a job, okay? Depending on where you live throughout the United States, they're going to take roughly 30% out of your check. If you got insurance, this, that, 401k, whatever you got, right? They're going to take that out your check. Then on top of it, you got to pay taxes on everything you buy after that. I'm not going to get into that. Take $18,000 minus 60 is $42,000. Okay? $42,000 divided into 52 weeks in a year is $807. Y'all see that? Okay? And now everything you buy after you get your $807, your light bill, your phone bill, gas, depending on where you live, I'm living in Texas, they take an additional 8.25% of your money off of that, off of this money. You understand? So if you're a freight dispatcher, generally you only get taxed about 20%. And that's because you have no write-offs. If anybody teaches you what to do, like myself or other people, you pretty much won't have to pay no taxes for the first couple of years. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Now, in that regard, this is the money that they will pay you the job, and you can make that. Well, you would have made that if you were the dispatcher, dispatching this one truck, you would have made that on one truck. Okay? And now I'll tell y'all, we dispatch for a lot of trucks. This week was a little bit of lower week. We haven't been hitting our normal money that we normally hit, right? Because we have certain goals, obviously, as a company. But this week, this is how much we finished at this week. 80,000. 80. And that's a slow week. Okay? So I want to bring alertness to you. Because a lot of people come here and they be talking, but they don't show y'all nothing. Okay? I'm trying to show y'all so you can know. And that's right now when people say trucking is dead. Trucking sucks. That's the worst thing ever. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do it. Can't make any money. The brokers are doing this. The brokers are doing that. Blah, blah, blah. That's because they couldn't do it. So now they're telling you what you can't do. What one person can't do doesn't mean anything about what somebody else can do. Okay, questions. Y'all kind of quiet today. Normally people got a lot of stuff to say. I'll give it 3 minutes for Q&A. If no questions, I'm gonna let y'all go. Because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't like that. Questions. What? Somebody just on here doing. Somebody just applied for dispatching. I'm like, what? Any questions? I just went over it. We'll give it 2 more minutes. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Boy, them rates. Those are higher than the national average rates for Hotshot, except for the 2 parcels we put together. So right now, the national average for Hotshots right now, I think it's $1.56 throughout the United States because we have the actual technology. Can dispatchers make? If you have a good dispatcher, they will, because a dispatcher will be able to stack multiple drivers at one time. This is why I've been telling people forever. My dispatch company has always made me more profits than my trucking business. Even at one point when I had 6 trucks, the dispatch company has always been more profitable. Always. Since day one. Because it has little to no overhead. That's why. I pull a step deck. If that's Hotshot loads, it ain't bad. Yeah, family. Yeah, we do step decks and all that. Our step decks and flatbeds as a company average $3 a mile. But that's because they have a whole nother amount of, overhead cost and stuff like that. So, an average flatbed carrier is spending about $1.80 to $2.05 for before their break even point. So they got to get at least 80 cents profit driving. Otherwise, when they have maintenance problems, they won't be able to fix it. Because as you know, everything costs thousands of dollars to fix. It's not hundreds. Let me see if I got an example of a flatbed this week. I think I do. Let me see. I can show you some flatbed numbers real quick. Let me see if I got one. Yeah, this is a flatbed right here. I just showed it on my phone. Okay, so this is a flatbed right here that we had. See, same week. Okay, same week flatbed. So this is one of our carriers that's in Texas. Okay. Texas, you see Texas, went to Arkansas. He's a regional. This amount of loads he put up, that's the rates. These are the rates that we did for the week. And so by the end of the week, we have to average $3 a mile. That's what we try to do as a company. So this carrier this week averaged $3.29 for all the loads he get per rate per mile. So he put up 1,400 miles and he got $44.50. And they have a traditional flatbed, not even a step deck. So step decks, can make a little bit more just because it's more specialty, right? Can haul a little bit taller commodities and stuff like that. But that's just for a traditional 48-foot flatbed that's regional to be home. So I kind of wish that, we kind of like to put them at $1,000 a day. So a lot of times it might hit 5,000. But the last couple of weeks, the market been really slow. And so what we were doing is that we were running a little bit shorter loads. See, like this only went 205 miles to pay 1,000. 243 paid 1,000, right? And then this one, definitely that one sucked, right? That was barely a little bit over $2 a mile, but then this one's almost $3. So this is kind of like a little bit of a sporadic week. But at the end of the week, we want to make sure that the clients are still averaging $3 a mile because they can turn a profit, pay the driver. Maintenance happens. They can do something with that. But I mean, if you're driving, you already know. You know what the rates are right now. You know what it looks like in the market. And, that's not even like a direct customer. But if you go according to that right now, low board, I think the national average for flatbeds is like $2.55. And then the contract freight is like $3.10. So we moved this truck this week for greater than the national average. I mean, even contract rate. That makes sense? See, then, I'm going to wait. I'm waiting for y'all. Y'all got questions? I was about to show y'all another Hotshot, a different one. And this is it's a non-CDL. I got some non-CDL in here. Because non-CDL is going to definitely make more money. I don't care who you talking to. Yeah, we got direct Dedicated, luckily, still had to drop rates 10%. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, if you got direct, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of like where the goal should be for everybody in the trucking business to definitely get direct. But a lot of times people won't do it. They're shy. They won't put in the work. You know how that is. But that's definitely the goal for sure. Yep. And so even with that, I don't know if you've been paying attention to it or not. They've been saying that well, good thing that the Fed dropped interest rate for houses, but flatbed demand or rates have been going down because of the housing market. So hopefully, to pick back up going into the top of the year. Otherwise, flatbed rates is going to start plummeting to close to dry vans. So hopefully that's not going to happen because, we run a lot of flatbed and open deck at our company. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I have some non-CDL people in there because I got an example of a non-CDL if y'all want to see that. So again, non-CDL is going to make less money on a consistent basis of a 1 year. What the port's going on strike to do? It's anticipated it's going to make the rates go up. Yeah, non-CDL. Okay, so non-CDL Hotshot. Okay, so you got this week. Okay, we started in Indiana. We finished in Missouri. Okay, just want to show y'all where, right, to make sure you ain't no funny stuff. Then you got trip miles here, 5,672. So we went 2,800 miles, 2,900 miles. They made 57.75 rate per mile was $1.98. Okay. The national average for hot shots, I think I said, is like $1.56, I think. So again, we over the national average still here too. And then look at these weights though. Like this person, I'm gonna say they got really lucky this week, okay? Because if you know anything about fuel economy, both of these loads that weren't even 1,000 pounds. So if they're driving deadhead and they get, 10, 12 miles to the gallon, just depending on their setup, they were running this with no weight. Like they were getting phenomenal fuel economy. Even this load, 2,200 pounds is nothing. And then the one that kind of slowed them down was this one because the rate per mile was lower. And then also it was heavy. So they probably was getting maybe 9 miles to the gallon, 10 miles to the gallon here. And this was heavy. But at the end of the week, we still had a pretty good week at roughly $2 a mile, 5,700. So again, dispatching, we made $575. So if you just compare the 575, we're going to do 2 trucks, okay, for my people that's looking. So if you do 575 plus 815, I showed you with the screen on the back, that's 2 trucks, a dispatcher. If you charge 10%, you'd have made $1,400 roughly in a week. See that? You got to have a job basically paying $100,000 a year to make that. So you'd have to have a job paying, right? Yeah. So I don't know the dimensions on it though, right? I'm just saying I just know it's heavier, but I don't know the dimensions on it. I don't know if it was a kite or not. I don't know if it was. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, just because of the fuel economy, right? But yeah, so that could be basically, if that was you dispatching 2 trucks, and you could have made $1,400 in a week. This is what I'm saying. In this current market, not 2021, 2022, today, now, this week, currently, as I'm talking to you, still being a freight dispatcher is the hottest thing on the streets, per se. And yet you look around on the internet, no one's even talking about it anymore. So y'all can watch this. You can see it. We're getting it. You can just go over your head. You can tap in. You can learn. You can get the education. Do it yourself. We all have choices and free will to do whatever you want to do. I just want to be the person coming here bringing light to the situation that, hey, freight dispatching is still sexy. It just these fake teachers that was out here talking went out of business because they didn't know what they were doing. But yet we're still out here. So we're doing just fine, okay? Any questions? We're doing just fine. Okay? So again, 2 trucks, almost $1,400 a week. That's good. That's only 2 trucks. That's crazy money. Okay, questions. We'll give it 2 minutes of questions. If not, I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all Friday, and I'll come back maybe Tuesday or something. Maybe Tuesday. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. But you need get. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, no questions. I'll give you 1 more minute. Man, I remember. I remember when I had a dispatch, he charged 9%, but I was new in the game. Yeah, I mean, depending on how good he was, right? Sometimes that 9% could be good or bad. But a flatbed, yeah, that's kind of a little high. We charge 8% for flatbed. But yeah, even a step deck, yeah, most dispatchers probably charge anywhere between 5 to 8 most. But I know some of them that charge 10% and they can't never keep clear carriers, especially like charging like 10% to a drive-in and you getting loads off the load board is diabolical. They drive-ins are going out of business left and right unless they got an old 1995 truck or they got direct customers. They cannot turn a profit in this market right now. If they got a truck note, insurance every month, trailer note, they can't. You can't turn a profit in this market at all. So unless they're going coast to coast, putting 2 or 3 loads, running partials, they can't make it in this market. They cannot make it. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. We have content like this. Facebook, we on everything, right? But give us a follow, keep up what's going on, try to go live, show you guys what's possible and everything. Oh man, you missed it. Yeah, you missed it, man. We started giving out these numbers, man. I was kind of showing real quick that, just because you slide in here, you was trying to be here the whole week. Like one of our Hotshots booked this week. I try to show the weekly stuff. So, us as dispatch, we charge 10%. We made $815 this week. So the Hotshot course is $99 to the end of the month. I put it on sale like 2 days ago, I think. And I'm like, yeah, let me see if anybody gonna jump in here and get this. Because then I won't do any more sales to probably Black Friday. And I don't even know what I'm gonna do for Black Friday. Because it's ready to get ready for peak season. Things are coming. Oh man, I got this plug. I will know 100%, 100% on Monday if I get this contract signed. If we agree on terms, which I think we are, where we're gonna be able to help people that's running box trucks rentals, right? We're gonna be able to give them a corporate discount. I think maybe it's like $1,000 deductible, I think, but we're gonna give them a corporate discount where they can rent a box truck for $350 a week. Okay. If you have never looked into a box truck rental, right? That's crazy. That's correct. Like, let me give you an example, right? I know I'm trying to be that person. I'm telling you, I'm trying to make relationships. That's why I said it's beauty in social media, all that, right? Y'all gonna show y'all the little thing real quick. You want me to show it to you before I get off here? Let me see where I put that picture at. Let me see. Where is this picture? Maybe where's it at? I got so many pictures. Where I get the class. What class you want, Mr. Owens? The Hotshot, it's a digital course. It's linked in the bio, family. Unless you're talking about coming to me in person in October. Yeah, it's only $49. Better go get it. That's the replay. It just depends on which one you're talking about, Mr. Owens. Yeah, but the Hotshot one, you click the link in the bio, go to the website. It's under education and courses. and then you go under you scroll down to the very bottom of courses, and it's the Hotshot mini course. I'm trying to find this picture. Oh, here we go. Golly, I'm like, where is it at? That's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how this. Okay, so this is a current market in Ohio of what it looks like to you welcome family to rent a box truck, because you remember these places are getting ready for peak season, right? You see that Enterprise, right? Enterprise, so brand new, gonna look good, right? It got the lift gate on there, okay? You got, normal box truck, ain't nothing crazy, okay? Look at this rental. This is the price right now. $949 a week plus 39 cents a mile, okay? The deal that I got going with me at this person, you're going to be sitting right here. Same thing. See the same truck, ain't nothing different. $350 a week and 12 cents. 12 cents per mile. That's crazy. You gonna save like, it says 25 cents per mile savings. That's number one. Plus, how much is that? $600. So $600 plus, you saving like $800 a week. That's crazy. Okay. Knowledge wise, what's the difference with Hotshots and everything? So the whole point of me making Zoom trainings is that most people need to focus on a niche when they first start dispatching, because they don't know what they're doing, right? So when you're dealing with different carriers and stuff, people assume that the driver's supposed to know more than you. And sometimes they don't, right? They just got a truck and trailer. So you have to know your stuff. So literally, the difference is like the difference between a car and a truck. Everything is different. They're both vehicles, but you have to know how to individually understand both of them and their abilities. So they're literally completely different. No cap. Because what we do with Hotshots, when considering load securement straps, places to go, strategies, ability to negotiate, there's more tenured authorities. There's more tenured brokers versus a box truck. There's a lot of double brokering, scamming, newer authorities, so many different dimensions with a box truck, CDL, non-CDL, 20 foot, 14, 16, 26, how many pallets fit, the load securement that's required, door clearance. There's a lot, right? So it's literally two separate things. And so what I just tell people is, if you're going to learn how to do one, you might as well, you're welcome family. If you're going to learn how to do one, you might as well learn how to do both, because a lot of non-CDL people hang out together. They be in the same Facebook groups together, same groups. They hang out together, they friends, right? So I tell you, that's how we get most of our, referrals is somebody y'all do Hotshots? Oh, my homeboy. So that's why I try to tell everybody, if you're going to learn one, just learn the other one. So that way you have services, because from an insurance standpoint, it's under the umbrella of Expeditors. So if you're looking on the Expediter, it's both of them. So you can make money on either one. We charge the same price on both. They both make very similar amount of money on gross. So you could just run both of them. Yep. So that's where that's where the money. But the Hotshot one, that's the mini course. So I always recommend people to get both. Get the Hotshot mini course, but then also the Zoom training replay, because the mini course kind of goes over things from like the owner, operator, and dispatcher side, and I actually go to the load board, actually show you how to use freight traffics. I go over we have shippers list. I go over capability reports. Like I go over more stuff a little bit in the Hotshot from like a business standpoint, and then I kind of go over more history, understanding, methodologies and strategies in the actual replay. So the Hotshot mini course is like 2 hours. The replay is almost 3 hours. So you put both of those together. So this is $100. The replay is $50. You spend $150. There should be almost nothing that you need to know about a Hotshot in order to dispatch it properly. And that's what I'm saying. You get one Hotshot, you're going to make your money back the first week. First week. Yep. So we make it as simple as possible. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. People, the person got to believe in what they trying to do, though. So you can't make a person believe. You can't make them do none of that. But we got plenty of resources. And at the end of the day, people still be, they're their own worst critic. Okay? But I'm going to let y'all go, family. Any other question I can answer for y'all? How do I get started? How do you get started with what, user? You want to do the hot shots? You want me to show you where it is on the website? Have you ever taken a basic, like regular dispatch course? Yes, both. Okay. So you have taken a course. Okay. No, you have not taken a course. Okay. So you need some basic knowledge of course in general. I'm just telling you that to be honest with you, because you got to know what a Raycon is, BOL, just as a traditional aspect, with dealing with brokers and stuff like that, right? You got to know something, I'm just saying. Okay, so what you can do, and I'm going to show you line by line, because everything we have is itemized because it's actually meant to save you money. I itemize it to say somebody put a money sign in the chat, because I think that most people do just the opposite. I'm itemizing it to actually save you money, not charge you more. Okay, so first things first, right? You would come here to the ebooks, and you're going to get the $9.99 ebook, okay? You want to be a dispatcher, huh? That's under ebooks. It goes over the basis, where you get some carriers, what you need to know. It gives you a real basic framework about dispatching, what to anticipate, stuff like that. $9, okay? Then you come back up here. You go to education. Go to courses. Come right here. The course before the course is $9.99. So we at $20 only. $9.99. Okay? Once you finish that, all you kind of are missing, in a sense, is like the aspect of it, right? Like what the flow is. Now in the ebook, I went over the flow. So now, if you feel good with both of those, you could skip. You could. I would get it. But you could skip this one, which is the whole kind of course in general. You could skip this one and go straight to the Hotshot course. This is the Hotshot mini course. Okay? This is the one that I'm saying for $9.99. I'm sorry, $99 right here. Okay. So now you've spent roughly 120 plus one. You're at $120 only. An average course costs $300 to $600, right? And they're not going to give you the detail that I'm giving you by far, okay? So now you do this one. You're like, okay, I got that in me. So right now you probably got 1 hour this. The Hotshot mini course is 2 hours, so 3 hours of education. Then you come to the very top. What's up, family? Then you come to the very top and you go to Zoom trainings, because we want to make sure you are educated. That's the difference, right? We want you to be successful. Come over here, get the Hotshot course right here on this side. These are $49.99. So you literally just spent $120 plus $50. You spent less than $200, and you got 5 to 6 hours of education only about Hotshot and the basics to dispatching. You could go out and have a conversation with anybody who got a Hotshot. You know how to use the tool. I show you on both of the courses how to come here and use the freight traffics map. And this is going to be your navigating tool that you're going to use here to know where to position a truck in the United States, how to negotiate. You're going to know everything. You come here, this is $34 a month, I think it is. Yeah, $34 a month. So let's say you had $200 now, right? You spend $200 and you have pretty much every resource you need in order to be able to dispatch Hotshots. So if you ain't never seen the mode, I'm going to come show you the mode right here. Boom. So now all you do is follow this map. Once you get a carrier, and you systematically position them throughout the United States. This changes every single week. Last week, Texas was not red. Now it is. We're going to have the next update coming on Monday, right? So usually get done Saturday or Sunday, you log into it, the update's new, and now you know how to run the trucks throughout the United States. So if you come click on a state like this, Arkansas 169, this is where you start your negotiation with a broker. And you just run it, using the tool to make sure you position the trucks in the best places in the United States. That's it. I mean, I made this thing as simple, easy as possible. You go back and look on my page. My son is 15 now. He's been dispatching since he was 12. Come in the office, sit down. Who am I dispatching? This Hotshot. Okay. Log into the load board, knows the codes, looks at the map. Okay, where is he at? Okay, when is he going to drop off? And he can dispatch. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I made it that simple, especially for Hotshots and box trucks. All you have to do is get all your resources and just do the work. That's it. $200 without a regular course, and you can dispatch Hotshots and box trucks. $200. That's it. If you got confidence in your skill set, you don't need hands-on, you good, $200 you outside. Well, I should say $200 right now because the normal Hotshot mini course is $399. So I shouldn't say $200 only. That's going to be until this month is over. Then if you want that one, it's going to be like $500. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, because this is just how you just do it. But then if you're like, hey, man, I need to learn how to run a whole business, the marketing, this, that, then yeah, that's going to be some other stuff. Because now, you know, marketing strategies change depending on the climate of the year, the equipment type you want, what's the best states to procure clients from. You know, that's a whole nother side. But at least to be like, hey, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, me, you know, I'm trying to get this off the ground because I want to make some money. You know, you might dispatch one person to make $400 a week doing it part-time with a job. I mean, you could probably do one truck part-time, right? And so sometimes that's something some people want to do. Like we have a lot of women come to us and they just want to dispatch their husband or their boyfriend. And that's it. That makes sense? Okay, so I was going to let y'all go. Any questions? So don't let this sale pass you up, then you be complaining, oh man, it's not on sale. I got nothing to do with that. Snooze, you lose. Lose when you snooze. Slow feet don't eat. Any questions? Let your questions be known. No? Okay. Well, grace and peace to y'all. Good luck to you. Merry Friday. Go out here and do something. Transportation sexy. Being a dispatcher is the most gangster, best business model still in transportation that's outside. So grace and peace to you. I hope you get in where you fit in. And let's get to it. Let's get to it.